Did for 35 days to scale to 100K per month. Okay. We have the Stripe screenshots here. We have the 3K days, the 25K weeks, the payouts, 8K plus payouts on a day, everything, right? 5K days, 20K weeks. I'm a really humble guy in real life, but I know how the YouTube game goes. And I know that I need to show this stuff just to prove that I actually know what I'm talking about. Crazy. So you may be wondering, why is scale in all caps on this video? Scale is simply an increase in value. Scale applies stress to a system, and any problem in the micro will be amplified by the exponent of scale. Okay. A full breakdown of any online service based business. You have your market. This is who you are going to pitch your offer, your solution, your problem. You have your offer, which is what you are providing people to solve their problem. You have your funnel, your IG page, landing page, etc. This right here is where your market and your offer meet. You then have a traffic generation system. This is how you send traffic to this funnel where the market and the offer are meeting. You then have an appointment setting system. You book appointments from this funnel on this page to supply your sales process, and then you close the client and you have a fulfillment and results process. But if we were really to break it down, there are just 3 systems in an online service based business. Okay. You have acquisition, conversion, and value delivery. Note, you cannot move onto a system unless the prior system has been optimized and complete. Business is a game of inputs and outputs. You input things and you get an output. Knowing this, we can use this law to break down every single part of SMMA. Acquisition can be broken down simply into attention. Okay, wherever we get our attention from, whether it's our YouTube channel, our paid ads, our cold DMs, our outreach, cold call, we then put it into interest. Interest is when a lead actually shows they're interested. They comment, they like, they subscribe, they follow us, they reply to the cold email, to the cold call, and they say, okay, this is actually something I'm looking for. We then turn this interest into appointments. Okay. And then from there, our output of all these inputs is a showed appointment, an appointment that actually shows up to our sales call. The process of conversion begins with the output of acquisition. The output of acquisition, as we saw, is showed appointments. Okay. So from a showed appointment, we have qualifying and discovering. We then, after we qualify and discover the lead, we pitch them on our product, price, and solution. We then answer questions and close the deal. Now you have a client, but it doesn't stop there. And if it stops here, this is why your business sucks. You're going to experience a lot of churn, a lot of refunds, and a lot of disputes. Okay. And this never works. That's why we have a value delivery system to make sure that all of our promises on our marketing and our attention is actually fulfilled. Okay. And the input of our value delivery system is simply the output of having a closed deal. The process of value delivery begins with the output of conversions, closed deal, right? So then we have our onboarding system. From there, we'll give them some sort of information, such as maybe we have a course, we have something to give them, some sort of maybe sales training that they need. We then have our system implementation. Okay. What we actually promised them, we're implementing it in a systematic format so that they can achieve results. It's important to have your implementation systemized, because if it is not, you have no predictable way to get results for anybody, right? If you don't have a predictable system to get results, you don't even have a business, because what is this, right? You're just scamming people at that point. You have to have a system that you put specific inputs to get a specific output, okay? You then have support, maybe a client success manager, and then you get client results. So what's cool about this? Once this system is done, all you do is you take this output of the value delivery system and you put it right back in the top of the acquisition system into your attention. Now you get more and better, stronger attention. From the strongest attention, you get highly interested leads. You get appointments that are more likely to show up and convert. And then it just increases your entire process. So if you can nail this in the beginning, you will be very successful in the end. Okay. And structure is the 4th component that needs to be increased as the size of the business grows. To build an efficient business, you need to find a value delivery system that works, then find an acquisition or conversion system that works along with it on a micro level. Okay. And so a lot of people think business is super hard. It is on the micro level, because you have to find the business conditions that allow for something like this to work. Scaling on the other hand, is simply an increase in volume. Scaling is not hard, okay? We're just applying stress to a system and increasing the volume, okay? But in order for us to achieve the exponent of scale, we just have to find the business conditions where this can actually work. From there, we just increase the inputs and achieve scale, okay? To build an efficient business, you have to find a volume system that works on a micro level, okay? The volume of inputs into your acquisition system need to be drastically increased to achieve our exponent of scale. So, for example, if we have one client that we know is worth $10,000, 100 outreaches gets us 5 book calls, 5 book calls gets us 1 client. Bottom line, 100 outreaches gets us 1 client worth $10,000. Next, let's just do 100,000 outreaches, right? However, certain business conditions need to be met in order to achieve our scale, okay? Results, a product that actually gets results. You can't just be out here. I mean, sure, you can market great, sell great, but then they actually buy your product and it's like the best looking ice cream. You take a bite and it tastes like shit, okay? We don't want that, because then guess what? You're just fucking up the whole process, right? Because these client results are ass. Then you have to try even harder to get more attention. You're gonna end up straining yourself, and then that business, it's not even worth owning or anything. Okay. Um, and then we have appointments that actually show up, sales that don't churn quick or refund or dispute, and a healthy profit margin. A healthy profit margin is 50% in an online service-based business. You want to put 25% into acquisition, 25% into fulfillment, as well as closing, where you have closers as well. And you should achieve that 50%. On a micro level of 0K to 15K per month, these conditions here need to be met. A refund rate of less than 2 to 5%. Okay. And you may be wondering why I have these numbers here. It's because this is a micro level. So if we can achieve these numbers on the micro level, we know that at our scale, at our peak, these have to be a maximum. Okay. So a refund rate of 2 to 5%. If you achieve this at 0 to 15K, when you scale, you should be able to keep it at 5 to 10%. My business has a refund rate of 0.42%. That means out of 250 clients, we get maybe one refund. And if they meet the terms for the guarantee, right? A dispute rate of less than 1.25%. Okay. This is extremely important, because if you even touch that 2.5%, Stripe is going to fuck you. Okay. And you're done. Okay. An average collection of at least 50% receivable cash on payment plans. This means if your ticket price is 5K, you need an average payment plan option of 2.5K. Okay. So that means even if you have a payment plan where they can pay 1K down, that means the average of all your PIFs, your 3.5K payment plans, your 2.5K, it needs to average out to 2.5K. To prove your offer, you need to book more than 100, at least 150 appointments with it. Okay. That means 150 people need to show up to a sales call knowing I'm going in because I saw this offer. That means the offer is proven. Okay. The appointment booking rate should be at least 2.5% for cold systems. That means cold email, cold call, and cold DM. $200 maximum cost per book call with paid ads. This is actually pretty expensive, but this is what you can get away with a high ticket service. Okay. The show rate should be 60% minimum for optimal success. The sales conversion rate should be 25% minimum. And a healthy profit margin for online business is 50%. To find these favorable business conditions, you need an offer the market actually wants. Then just increase the fuel of the business. What is gasoline for a business? Attention. That's the business. That's the fuel. Okay. And like we said, once your client results are great, you upgrade to that premium, that 93 premium fuel that you find at the gas station. Now you're fueling your business with the best fuel that you have. Okay. 93 premium grade. Okay. Finally, build the operational infrastructure that will allow you to manage all the chaos that comes with scale. Okay. If you aren't able to control something on the micro level, let's say you have clients that are being an absolute headache. You have 5 clients and 2 of them are absolutely driving you nuts. They're requesting new things all the time. Then at a scaled level, at 100 clients, you're going to lose your shit. You're gonna want to jump off of something. You're gonna want to. I don't even know what you're gonna want to do. It's gonna be crazy. Okay, that means you have to have things controlled on a micro level, and then we scale. Okay. To be successful, you need to focus on asymmetries in your business. Asymmetries are things in your business where the outputs are extremely disproportionate to the inputs, aka leverage. Okay. The reason many people are unsuccessful is they spend a lot of time, 8 hours plus per day, focusing on anti symmetries. And anti symmetry is when you spend a ton of time and energy, but don't get anything done, don't get anywhere. Okay. Moving on, there are 4 types of leverage to be incorporated. Shout out to Naval Ravikant. We have code, media, capital, and labor. To find leverage, you need to focus on asymmetries and find the things where you can put the smallest amount of time and energy to get the biggest amount of output. So, to bring this, for example, your media, this would be YouTube. You can combine code and capital with Facebook ads, and this will allow you to achieve scale much faster. So, for my acquisition, the reason I love Facebook ads is because this is leverage. Code and media, you put $50 in of capital inside a code and you can get a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x return. Okay. That's if you're crazy. Pretty normal would be a 5x return. That's pretty good. Okay. But you get the point. Then you have labor where you remove, automate, eliminate, and delegate. This is with labor, right? Sometimes you can do it with code as well because AI is getting advanced. Okay. To find leverage, you need to focus on asymmetries and find the thing where you can put the smallest amount of time and energy to get the biggest amount of output. Okay. If you want my team to build your full acquisition system and help you scale to 50 to 100K per month, just like I did myself, link in the description. Make sure to DM me on Instagram. All right. Thanks for watching. Peace.